Okay, now I'm not gonna lie. The only question that I got, yo neighbor, yo, what are you talking about, brother? Yo, what do you mean, brother? You know what I'm saying? Because in a world where everything is just latching onto social media, I guess for boredom, I guess idle minds, they depend on social media for their entertainment. You know, but let's see if her recommendation is actually something to consider serious, right? M.O.S. Moral of story type shit. So, yo, creator over here, look at that. Look at this. Over there, right? 87 followers. She done cut hundreds and hundreds of followers off of her thing. That's bold, right? That's bold. And why am I saying this? You're talking to a content creator. You're talking about a content creator and the philosopher. I feel like, yo, she's worth the tap in. Go tap in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might just like develop yourself constructively taking some of this advice, right? Maybe all of it, I don't know. You'll decide once you get there. And the philosopher on YouTube though. Yeah, we're talking about the content creator who's cutting down followers. Yo, now what question does that pose? What is your intention with your content journey then, if you're gonna cut all this shit down? Because we do recognize the toxic sides of the social media thing, right? Even from 2026 moving forward is a whole bunch of people just even earning a living off of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So somebody else might look at that and be like, yo, it's not sane, bro, to just, you know, be dependent on this for like a living, an income, and then cutting it down, minimizing the potential of you know what I'm saying? So that's mad interesting, right? So now it forces you to just like have a different sort of intention with your social media. I mean, she brought up a point now where it's like, yo, you see a whole bunch of artistic displays of whatever on somebody's social media. It's nothing but just like a reflection of who they really are, dog. It's an extended expression of their own persona, of their own, you know, ideas and understanding of the world. I get that completely. You understand what I'm saying? I get that completely. But then now, you know, how do you now use that kind of mentality to maximize your income in this thing? You know what I'm saying? Because your income, for you to maximize that, you have to compete. You know, you have to compete for this attention, for these eyeballs and things like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure, you know, I mean, we're a couple of minutes into, no, yeah, we're halfway of the, you know, of the video in question right here. So she might just come through with like more, you know, solutions of how we can navigate us, you know, us being content creators, but then at the same time maintaining the healthy relationship with your social media at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Things like not checking your shit every 2 minutes, you know, for notifications or things like that. You know what I'm saying? Things like, yo, keeping that cell phone under the pillow, you know what I'm saying, at maximum volume though, in terms of the sound, right, of your phone, so that the notification sounds, you can distinguish the notification sounds for you to go ahead and attend to, and the notification sounds that you can just like brush away, be like, okay, that's just maybe that's an IG, you know, notification, and chances are on IG they just liking my shit. You know what I'm saying? So for you to just like avoid the whole train of thought of like, oh, let me see what they liking, oh, how many people have liked my shit, it's like, okay, that's the brain rot that we're trying to get away from, right? But things like phone calls, things like important phone calls, maybe emails that are important to you, things like that, have a different sound to that, so that when that notification bell sounds, right, you can attend to that. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like just putting in place, you know, the proper, you know, things so that you can know what's distracting to you, or what's distracting to you and what's worth your attention, because it's gonna lead to something constructive in your life type shit, right? So that was my whole question. My other point though was, yo, streaming, my boy, you know what I'm saying? Streaming, the whole IRL streaming. I see people go crazy with their IRL streams and all that kind of thing, and like literally every 10 seconds the motherfuckers have to check chat. They gotta check chat, yo, how y'all feeling? Chat, is this entertaining? Are y'all entertained? Are y'all not entertained? Like, you know what I'm saying? kind of energy. It's like every 10 seconds motherfuckers gotta, so that kind of motion, it can suck you back into like, yo, every 2 seconds check what people are saying, every 2 seconds check what to a point where even though you're not probably live streaming, you might catch yourself doing that motion every 2 seconds. Check IG, shit, oh, check WhatsApp, okay, who's that, okay, check X, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. It's like, you know, check my notification, my likes, this, that, and the third. I feel like the whole IRL streaming is it aggravates that even more, you know what I'm saying, until we get to a point where we grow the backbone for us to realize when chat is controlling us versus, nah, I should not be falling for what, you know, chat's demands at the moment, right? And that's growth, you know what I'm saying, to a point where like you can detach from your phone at, you know, the important moments when you do have to detach from your phone. You feel what I'm saying? So I just wanted to point that out in terms of my streamers out there, bro, like the whole IRL streaming thing and, you know, all that, because we do, you know, well, those people do. I mean, you know, I'm trying to get into that streaming shit, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm on here, trying to get y'all attention. Trying to get y'all into, it's not in a toxic form, you know what I'm saying? Trust me, I'm applying, you know what I'm saying, these principles where it's like, yo, I don't want to depend on me checking on my phone the whole time, but at the same time I do want to grow my presence on here. You feel me? Because I've established other sort of aspects that are more important than just like competing and just gaining income, of which those, you know, well, the gaining income part is the accurate one. Competing, maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Look, I'm just saying though, like I've recognized where I'm supposed to just like put things in place, and I feel like because I've gotten to that point, I'm more confident in getting to, you know, the point where I do live stream and do IRL. I'm trying to kick it with y'all, bro. Y'all my only family, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the people who I'm trying to get to in terms of the audience, I'm trying to build a community, y'all are my family. I need y'all, you know what I'm saying? But y'all ain't controlling shit from me, though. Not in a bad way, but like, yo, every single thing, bro, every single ideology, I gotta like just be controlled, like just like hear all that shit from y'all. Nah, man, hell nah. You know what I'm saying? But I love that whole energy. I love that whole situation. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of people I feel like have overcame demons. You know, lonely. You know those lone demons. You know what I'm saying? That people be facing. So now chat might just like eliminate that, but don't make that be everything, because I'm not saying that in itself is bad, but that can just cascade into you depending on this device, bro, depending on what's going on in this thing, for your sanity and peace and joy and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's the whole point of the whole thing, so that we can develop healthy psychology, you know what I'm saying, about our environments. You feel, understand it more, understand it better. And sometimes, yeah, the understanding may come from you being burned. Jump in there, be, you know, under the guise of this whole psychosis, bro. Before you realize, nah, I'm not supposed to be doing this. Yeah, go through it. It is what it is. You feel me? But then at the same time, yeah, we gotta recognize the toxicity in it, right? And just avoid that shit, blah 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 blah. So yeah, with the help of